Okay, on to a new day. If you can see this, this is lesson 3. I'm just going to touch on this real quick. The first task is miles to kilometers, and you have 2 different students, Abby and Renato, who come up with different ways to represent that. Renato's is usually pretty easy to follow. So you don't know the number of miles, so we'll call it X. And then it says divide that by 5 and then multiply the result by 8. Most people can figure that out. But look at Abby. I'll help you with Abby. Abby takes the number of miles, doubles it, then subtracts 20% of the result. So she takes the number, we're going to call it X, okay? Doubles it, which means you multiply by 2, right? And then she subtracts 20%, remember percent becomes 0.20, okay, of the result, okay? So of the result would be of 2x, because they're meaning the result, that result, okay? So a lot of people give me this right here. They leave off that next part. But where it says, then subtract, sorry, I'm trying to do this, then subtract 20% of, when you see that word of, that means multiply, the result of double, right? So that's Abby's, okay? So that'll help you out when you're doing that one. And then Renato's, you can go through and write his. His is pretty easy. So that's what you're going to do in part A. Part B, you're going to decide if the 2 methods give the same answer or not, okay? So just go through. Some people like to plug in numbers and see if they get the same answer. Other people like to simplify each expression and see if they're the same, okay? All right, then on the independent practice part for lesson 3, do not worry about the schools at the top where it says find the cost of the school lunches. That's a pain. You can't find them online. I've had to call schools in the past, so we're not doing that. I want you to jump down here, and whenever you get to that document, there shouldn't be anything here, nothing fillable. All I have is I want you to do 3 different movie theaters, okay? And you can look online. Matinee, if you've never seen that word before, that just means the early show, okay? Most of you guys like to go to the movies at night, but matinee is during the day, usually before noon, okay? Early, like 10, 11 o'clock. Sometimes those movies are cheaper, okay? So when it says matinee, look up a time that's earlier in the day, okay? And then adult regular, obviously, is in the evening when you guys normally go. And then child, morning for a kid, and night for a kid, okay? And so I want you to give me, all you have to do is write the city name. It can be anywhere. I've had people look up New York City, all over the place, okay? Some people do Biloxi, New Orleans, different stuff, okay? Kind of interesting to see how much more a movie ticket is in a bigger city. Check out like Miami, New York City, Chicago. You'll be surprised the difference in price. And then they have 3 questions down here, A, B, and C, that's based off of the information that you get on A, B, and C up here, okay? I'm not saying A goes with A and B with B, okay? You got 3 different movie theaters, and then question A, you're using all of this to answer question A, and then you're using all this to answer B, and so on, okay? All right, and then the last thing in lesson 3, I apologize, is this interpreting expressions. On this, all I want you to do is answer it to the best of your ability. This page here is more of information for me, so that way I know what I need to spend some time on reviewing with you guys and make a separate video, okay? So that is lesson 3.